What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Coco Barbie and I'm back with another video. Today we'll be talking about Meg the Stallion documentary. But before we even get started, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as follow me on all social media platforms at Coco_Barbie. I am so tired. Bitch. I just caught a whole flat, like the tire is off the rim. And I still drove home because I just refused to wait 2-3 hours for a tow truck. And whoopty, I said, fuck that. I think I was like 2 miles, 3 miles away from the house. And I was just like, man, fuck it. So yeah, I'm sure I caused more damage and I don't give a fuck. I'm tired. But anyways, let's get into this documentary because I said I'm going to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's get into some things. First, the documentary really made me see Meg as human. You know what I noticed? After watching this documentary, you know what the world is missing, or people are missing with one another? Grace. Grace. We are missing that with people, bro. We will nail each and every person to the cross for every mistake they make, and we will never let them forget it. You know why? Social media. Like, it's fucking sad. Nobody has grace anymore. Looking at that documentary, it was about a little girl. At the end of the day, Meg the Stallion lost her mom when she was like 23, I think. When you're 23, bitch, you still don't know shit. I am 32, and now I know stuff. 32. Now I get the gist. Now it's fully developed. Now I know things. I'm smarter. I'm better. I feel like Homelander. I'm smarter. I'm better. But yeah, like, bro, she lost her mom. I think Meg the Stallion is an only child. What also made me think about this documentary is I have a daughter, an only child. And I don't have any other kids. And me and my baby like this. And if I feed it to her now, this is how I know losing a mom is hard, bro. I don't know how that feels because I am not close with my mom. I don't have a relationship with my mom. She is still alive. I can't really say, although me and her haven't spoken in like 8 years, I can't say she died. And there is no relationship to even like remorse. Like, how can I say? There's no relationship to even grieve over. I grieve more of having a mother figure than having the mother figure and it be taken away from me. That's a big difference. That's like when Tupac was like, "Oh, but my anger wouldn't let me feel for a stranger." When he was talking about his dad, he can't really feel anything. Or no, that's not it. That's not what I'm trying to say. Basically, when it comes to my mom, I can't feel anything because there's nothing to feel for me. She felt it, and she lost her mom, and she lost her grandma, and she lost her dad. Everybody, she's so alone. I went out to eat today. I dropped my daughter off with her best friend. They went skating, and I went out by myself. You know how lonely I felt just being out by myself? First of all, people are intimidated to talk to me. Sometimes I try to make like that smile, like, but if I'm not smiling, I could look intimidating, I guess. Like, this is my face. And I'm sure it can be intimidating. And I think sometimes, yes, the prettiest girls are lonely because people are afraid to talk to them. And as I was walking out, somebody, stopped and talked to me and brought me a drink. Then I went to another restaurant, like bar, rooftop bar. It was full of crackers. And I wasn't feeling it. Then I went to another place. I wasn't feeling it. And I was just in the car and I was like, I can't wait to find my peoples. Not only just my person, which is my husband, but my peoples, like my group of girlfriends that I can hang with. And I swear, I'm going to appreciate that time because of times like this. And then when I went to this restaurant after, what is it called? Kona Grill. And I got some sushi and I called a friend and we were on FaceTime. Because at first I was kind of feeling depressed a little bit. And then I got on FaceTime with her and it literally melted away. We laughed on the phone. It was like she was right next to me. But can you imagine? I'm not lonely, but sometimes I feel so alone. What the fuck you think Meg the Stallion feel? You can't. I don't have millions yet. I don't have millions yet. So can you imagine her having all this money? You can't really be close to anybody because, bitch, you can't trust nobody. The person that you think you could have trust, which is, what's the girl, her best friend, turn on you. And let's get into that. So anyway, she lost her mom, which that was kind of weird how her mom just was like, hey, part of me feel like her mom already knew and just wanted Meg to focus and not, deviate to her sickness, and she was kind of hiding it. I'm not gonna lie. But they didn't really go into it. But anyways, mom passed. Now she's broken. Now she's lost. Bitch, do you understand when you are going through a lot? People have all kind of outcomes when they're going through shit. People turn to weed, alcohol, meth, crack, coke, sex, pornography. Some even go to the church. Some go to video games. You niggas, when y'all on that video game all day, that's an outlet. Like I told y'all, my car just caught a flat. Guess what I want to go do? I just played a Call of Duty for like 30 minutes. That was an outlet. That was a way to make me feel a little better because I didn't want to take that frustration into bed. So I was like, let me just play a little something. But yeah, Meg just chose to out drink and fuck. Granted, I feel like part of Megan's problem is she needs to take accountability for fucking her best friend's boyfriend. I get that she should have been there. I get she should have probably put it to the side. Personally, for me, if I was in that situation, I would have told her like that's what you get. At least I would have said that. But I still would have been like, yes, he shot you, yeah, and I would have been telling the truth because at the end of the day, that's just a nigga. You don't let no nigga don't let no nigga come between no friendship. Niggas don't even do that. Niggas don't let girls come in between their friendships. Stop doing that, ladies. But I promise you, I would have been like, well, bitch, I'm going to say this, but ho, you dead ass wrong, woo. Bitch, that's what you get, ho, blah, blah, blah. And I still would have been like, no, Tori, you shot that girl, and that's fucked up. And now you finna go to jail because y'all was fucking behind my back, and that's what both of y'all get. You see how that work? So, Kelsey, I get why you felt like you wasn't in a rush to defend Meg, but you should have still did it. I honestly do. I do feel like you should have still did it. Did you have to? No. You could have been like, bitch, fuck both of y'all. It's fuck both of y'all. But I feel like that wasn't, Tori was never gonna be your husband, girl. So I don't know why you even acting like that. Your husband will never have sex with anybody else unless you give him permission. Okay? So if he do, that's not really your husband. Especially not your best friend. But I feel like Meg need to take accountability. If Meg was to come out and be like, you know what? I was dead ass wrong and I'm sorry and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop, I feel like people will kind of like vibe off her a little bit. But watching this documentary, it made me feel like, damn, I was once Meg. I think we all was her. Anybody, any and everybody can lose themselves at any given point. If something tragic happens to you and you have nobody in your corner pouring into you, filling you up, and you don't go to therapy, because that's the minimum therapy. That's the minimum, and some people don't even think about that. That's the minimum. If you don't have that, see what place you're gonna be in. Bitch, I was in a whole relationship talking like this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Can you give me the milk? Abusive. Abusive relationship talking like that. I had nobody in my corner. Nobody. You know what my outlet was as well? Sex and weed. I'm not really a big drinker, but it did help. But sex and weed. And although I wasn't having sex with multiple people, I was fucking the nigga, that same nigga that was also abusing me. Using him for the sex. Using him for the weed. He was my supplier, my source. But I hated him. So it was like, until you break that cycle, you really have to break that cycle. And then you become a better you. You would have never think that I was in anything. Anybody look at me today, bitch, you will never think that I was in anything like that. I carry myself with such standards and grace and love. Like, and I can honestly see, I see how she ended up there. She didn't have her mom. I didn't have my mom. I don't have a mom to be like, you know what, don't do this, don't do that, that's right, that's wrong, this, do. This is why it's important, like, right now, I can't tell you what age I really started that conversation with my daughter, where it's like, when I go, you keep going. When I go, love yourself. When I go, and I'm literally feeding her these conversations because it's literally me and her. And we're like this. And I don't want her to lose sight of the end goal. Like, I want her to grieve. Yeah, take that time. But I don't want her to lose herself because I'm not here anymore. Because we're like this. And there has been times where she thought about it. She's like, Mommy, what am I going to do without you? Like, oh my God. And I'm like, you got your dad. And she was like, oh yeah. But still, like, what are we going to do? Like, I'm just like, girl, relax. We ain't there yet. But when we get there, you'll know. And I'm going to be there. You're going to know. There are going to be times when I'm going to let you know that I'm still here. Or there is, baby. I ain't leaving that girl's side. But, damn, man. I look at Meg at a different light. And I'm just, I love the bounce back. I love it. And sometimes we gotta go through it. This is why grace is so important. And we gotta give grace to ourselves as well. I used to be so hard on me, especially getting out of that relationship, because you know you got a clear mind now. You just thinking different, and you think like, I can't believe I let that dirty ass nigga play with, like, what? But then I had to start giving myself grace. When you don't know better, you just don't know better. That's just it. When you want love, you'll get it from a rat. People get it from dogs. You'll get it from a buttery teeth ass black dirty nigga. When you want love so bad, you'll get it from man to man to man. Any bit of love that you can get, you'll try to get it. It be like that. Until you had enough, until you learned a lesson, you're going to keep going through it. But you got to give yourself grace. Because once you go through it, then that's it. You don't have to go through it no more. You know better. You do better. Period. So I'm fucking with the bounce back. I'm fucking with, because 2024 is Megan year. Let's keep that in mind. 2024 is Megan year, and mind you, she just getting started. She's just getting started. Megan is just getting started. I feel like she's just now grieving, like, all right, my mom is not coming back. Let me move forward. Because sometimes we get in this, when something tragic happens, sometimes we think that shit could just change. Like, oh no, it's gonna go back to normal tomorrow. Especially death. Your people's die on you, sometimes you gonna think, damn, they gonna walk through that door. No. And sometimes it take a while for your brain to be like, you know what? It ain't never gonna happen ever again. It be like that. It be like that. So give grace, give others grace. This is why I used to hate Krishan Rock. I used to think she was just bottom of the pit, disgustingly dirty, just not, ugh. But I give her so much grace now. I give her so much grace now. Not only because I get it now. And the fact that some of that be projection. Girls like Krishan Rock, I don't like them sometimes because that used to be me. So, but once I started giving her that grace, I started seeing her as a human being. Or once I started giving that to myself, I'm able to give that to others. But yeah, let me know what you think. Comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. And let's get into some things. What do you think about Megan Documentary? Do you think Tory really shot her? Do you feel like he should be free? Let me know, because at the end of the day, Tory's a man, and I don't give a fuck he this fucking tall. You felt threatened, hit her. I get she's this tall and you this tall. You jump up in here. You go pay a bitch to go fight her. You do your big one. You don't shoot her. And now you gotta spend 10 years in jail. And that's what you get. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you next time. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms at Coco_Barbie. Until then, bye.